And I have enough water. Okay. So I found, I was searching, looking for inspiration. And the one that I was thinking I was going to use, I'm like, oh no, that one's actually easier. That's the one, that's where I kind of went down the, hi, Sandy Claus. um, and, oh, wait. Oh, and so Diane, you have a friend with you and your friend is new. Is that what I'm guessing?
When's the
Um,
date to introduce her?
yeah, here, try this. Actually,
You'll love it.
this one I think is more of a concentration, sort of. I don't. Oh, okay. I thought the name, yeah, sounded familiar. Well, welcome, Emily. Um, I don't know. Jury will be out on this one. Ah, ha, ha, jury will be out. Speaking of that, we'll let you decide. I thought it was worthy of today, and so I'm going to put it in the chat. And well, for those that are new, if you're new to us, um, I'm gonna I will be sharing my screen. Oh, let me put those next to each other there. And we'll talk through it, and then we'll do. And there's Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Sherry's new to us, not new to Zentangle, because Sherry is a CZT and messaged me. And Sherry, will have you turn off your webcam for now. Hi. Paste. That's what I'm doing. I'm pasting. She's looking. If you move your mouse or cursor, it should be at the bottom. There you go. And that way, all the controls are down there. So at the end, when you show us, when everybody shows us what they do, that way you'll see them there. Okay. So let me share my screen. Actually, yeah, I'm going to show this first. Okay. Oh, oh, okay, Deanna. Let's see. New to the group. Oh, you're also CZT. Okay. Okay. Wait, why is Sandy parked out front?
So,
Wait, I have to go back now. Oh, Sandy's so here was asking where is the
where the
reindeer?
reindeers were, yeah.
Okay. I thought Sandy that you and the reindeer were traveling and you were out front of So Here's place.
That's what I thought first too.
Oh my gosh. So for those that are new to us, we do have a lot of fun in the chat. We have a lot of fun, period. Feel free to chime in and just join in. Um, and oh, let's see, entire screen. That's what I want to do. Okay. So Jen says, yep, this one looks tough. Oh my goodness. All right. If you can go to the link if you want to reference it afterwards. But I'm going to talk through it first, and I'll show my version. But I was because especially if you're on something where you can have it either on another screen, depending on your setup, or just another browser link, so that way if you need to go back and reference quickly, if you don't have that capability, you can always just let me know, and I can always reshow things. So I'm not sure how to pronounce this. I'm thinking it's I don't know if it's Kyrica or Kyrica. I'm not sure. We'll decide at some point which way we want to go with that. So this one starts with, now you could do this two ways. You could do either S shapes to make a cross. Yeah, Diane. Yeah, I love her tangles too. And then looking at her site is very, very interesting. Or you could start in the center, and this is what I did. Starting in the center and then just doing little C shapes, and then turning your paper, turning your tile as you go. And then in between, we're going to do S shapes. And as you can see, a bit longer. Now here's where and so in my version of the step out, I stepped these out here, and we can switch to that. Oh, let's switch to that now.
Well, it looks like she did it to the side.
She did it to the side. I did it without the dotted lines and then a little bit bigger too. Actually, I could make this a little, whoops, bigger. But yeah, so I just drew it out in steps so that way it's just like right along with it. So first one, not hard. And actually when I was first doing it, I actually did it differently. I watched her video and she actually ends up doing all of this in one step, and I got to be able to do that. And so it's not, I don't, this is where the jury is out on if it's, I mean, it's worthy of today. It's not necessarily easy. So we're going to essentially aura that curve going to the left of the S shape we just did. So going, up and then come around and leave a loop. One thing you want to do is you want to leave the loop big enough because we are going to come back on the inside of that one. So this one needs to be bigger. Then from there, we're essentially auraing underneath this that has already been created, coming around, and then same thing, creating another bit of a loop. This one doesn't need to be as big. Now there's something too, well, I'll share it. I'll share it later. That I haven't quite figured out how to have the first C, maybe it's in making the first C shapes more C shapey. I don't know. But anyway, so we continue this on. Then coming from this point, going back, auraing also, and then coming back underneath this section and connecting it right there. So that's where you just need to make sure you have enough space to have that bit of an aura.
Step 4, you're actually hollow bowing,
Hollow
and that's
bowing.
and step 5, you're auraing and hollow bowing.
Right. Yeah. And then 6, we're just adding, a little curve line coming up, to the right of really it's that first C shape. So you can see that right there. And then you repeat these steps 3 through 6 on the other spokes. So here's where I don't
Oh
know if
my.
it's in that first C shape or not. We're essentially oraing. So this is the step 6 right here. This line right here. And we're going to aura these two shapes coming up and around underneath this, because we're going what? Uh Counterclockwise. So going underneath this shape and then sort of lining up with this right here. It's probably gonna be better if I do it. Jen's already confused.
Well,
Oh,
Deanne is asking square tile or Zentangle. You can use whatever
you
you
can,
want. Yeah.
yeah, you just have more room on a Zendala. That's why I kind of grabbed them because I thought, well, I'll just try to do it big. And so this is so that, and it's all, like connecting lines, to other, and then you get this really neat shape. One of them I did it reverse, just I started doing the C shapes a different direction. So whichever way you end up going, just so that way because there's no mistakes, right? So if your C shape, if your step 1 is going in the opposite direction, then step 2, just do your S shape. The S shape follows the C shape, so it kind of goes in that same direction. And then you would just reverse everything. So, all right. Well, let's see if I can unconfuse as we do it. But then,
It
because
is it
here's what
is very loopy.
it is, very loopy and ribbony, and that's why I thought it
Yeah.
fits into the festiveness because it's ribbony. Um, and so looking at, and by the way, in that link, I mean, you can watch, there's no sound on it. She just has some music. And it's fascinating to watch. But see how, so maybe if the first C shape, because see how these seem to kind of are more round. So I'm thinking my first C shape, I'm going to make it more round than I normally would and see if I can get this to kind of turn around more and be more loopy. Mine's just not as loopy. But as we know, we don't worry about it, right? Because it's
Doesn't
Zentangle.
matter.
Whatever ends up happening, ends up happening. And that's right. Deanna says, yeah, loopy means if you mess up, you won't be able to tell.
That's
Right.
it.
Exactly. All right. Uh, it was one of those, I don't know what I wanted to work on. Maybe I want to work on this. And, oh, look it, I have an '05 blue pen because for whatever reason, I must do blue with the gray. And, okay. So I'm not worrying about finding the actual center. but I am going to make a curvier, well, it's probably not quite much more curvier. Oh yeah, no string. Yeah, this is just, yeah, essentially a mono tangle. Well, let's see. I'm gonna do these. My brain some days. That's going this way. I'm doing the C shapes. Why does that feel not right? I'm doing the C shapes backwards. If I turn it, if you work on a square tile, it might be a little bit easier because then you can go north, south, east, west.
That's what I was hoping.
Okay. Definitely not center, but that's okay. Good. I was, actually, Sandy, I was just thinking about Dan. I was like, hey, he hasn't joined us in a while. All right. So then in between and going the same direction as your C, but, kind of subdivide, start with the C and then come out with an S, whether it's, backwards or not.
All of a
I'm like,
sudden, wait.
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, did I do an in between there or not? So you should have 4 small and 4 large. Uh, Mine is backwards, yes. Whichever way you end up doing
Uh,
it.
uh,
Mine, yep, is,
looks the same.
you know what? Mine
Oh
is
no,
backwards. You know what? Should I finish that? I'm gonna mess everybody up if I do it different than the thing.
I was going to say it looks
Sorry.
the same in the picture, but when I look at my actual one, it's different.
No, let me do it again really quick because that's what I did when I was doing the step out, and I'm like, well, all right, yes, that's more correct,
She'll keep it and work on it
right?
later.
Yeah, I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Nothing gets thrown away here. And if you are tempted to, you're supposed to save it for our transcending pile. Okay.
Okay, now it looks like yeah. Now
Zelda made 3 S's and then 1 backwards S. Why? I wish I could tell you, Zelda. You know
well,
what?
it
Go
will
with
be
it.
interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Just go with it. All right. So then, as I mentioned, okay, so pick a spoke and I got too much stuff in my way. Am I in? All right. So then I'm gonna aura the way I don't like to, where I have my pen is over the line, but we shall. And you kind of start off at the point and kind of merge out from it however you want. And then if you miss the line like that, uh,
Oh, that's what
don't
I
worry
missed
about it.
because I wasn't looking back. So I'll just extend my line, right?
Exactly. Exactly. When I was first doing, and then this is what well, let's do all, yeah, I'm gonna do all of those steps because I kind of like that idea. Let's see if I was doing this first where I stopped here and I made it like a bigger S shape and then stopped at the tip and then brought it around. So that's an option. If you don't think you can bring it all the way around, just make a big S shape like that. Move my stuff here. And then you can finish that loop. All right. Then, and I'll try to be slow.
Yes, please.
Because I don't know if everybody's, well, I've done 2. Okay. So then, and we have 4 more chances, and then I have this other one that I can just continue on. All right. So from the end of this loop right here, it said if you want to air or think it first, we're gonna say if you penciled, you know, or we're hollow bowing it underneath this section, and we're gonna come around and connect it to this same idea as this. So if I was to do that, and I'm gonna extend the line and say any of these, that is the nice thing, right? Is that you can extend it. So really, all we're doing really is just a C shape. Just have to think continuing from here and on, and we'll do those ones. Let's just do all of those.
You know, some
And
of
that
this is
mhm.
pretty if you stop at any point.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting this loop doesn't have to be that big because we're gonna come back. Oh, look at that one. All right. Can you hear me groaning?
Well, you know what
Oh
I
my
found?
goodness.
I cupped my that where you come around at the top.
Uh-huh.
I brought it into too much of a tighter C,
Yeah,
which changed the angle that I had to start from. It
right.
works, but
Yeah, and that's where I'm thinking some things like that where if you can think on those kind of things. So the first one is always the first one, right? And
yes, like the
then we can
first
have fun.
pancake or the first
Right,
waffle. You know.
right. And then oh yeah, and then so then coming back from that point and coming out,
Okay.
and we're auraing all of this, hollow bowing under
Okay.
here, and coming back up.
Maybe we are. I'm pretty close.
Uh,
Oh, I managed. Wait a minute. Okay,
oh,
and then
thanks,
you curve
Deb.
it. Okay, that
Okay.
works.
Well, and then see this, I mean, being that it's the first, um, you know, lots of, we get 3 other chances, right? So it's like, you know, that's why it's kind of nice to do each little step all at once, and then we can play, and then I also might show I surprised myself as I was doing this. I'm like, "Oh, look at I could do just like she did. She did it all in one step." I was like, "Okay, well, that explains why in the step out, it was kind of one step, but she did separate it, which is nice." I just like to make it, like, almost more deliberate. Here, these are all separate steps.
I have to get out some new pens. My 5 doesn't yeah, I guess my 5 does work, but my 8 doesn't, and
Deanna says this is definitely a first time pancake vibe on her Zendella. All right, so then the next one is easy-ish, right? It's because on the inside here, I mean, like you said, you could stop here and say, "Oh, look at how neat that looks. That's just awesome." And it does look awesome. So we're gonna remember this is that first C shape, and we're gonna essentially aura it, bringing it all into that center. So really,
what do we connect that with, though? Somewhere.
nothing. Well, not nothing yet.
Oh, that's well,
And one way to look at it is this is the only single line here. So we need to make it a double.
okay.
And this last one, I was reading Felicity's. Yeah, I really like it, but you kind of have to do it once to know how you'd really like it. It was true. Right, right. Yeah, yeah, and it's just yeah, serious hollow bowing, just yeah, period. Yeah, the auraing is not it's not even really auraing per se. Um,
No, it's really a lot of hollow bowing,
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're drawing an extra yeah, so
except for that one line we just drew.
yeah. All right. So then this so what we just drew This section here, these 2 lines, we're going to carry them, or actually if you go to, so I'm going counterclockwise. Well, actually, if you go in the direction of that curve, and it's gonna land here, and so this point right here is where it's gonna land. So we're gonna hollow,
Which which
we're hollow bowing twice, sort of,
which one do you do
different.
first?
So I started doing the outside one first.
Okay, we're all watching, watching, watching. Okay. All right, that makes sense.
I added a little extra weird curve, and then the second one, and then I was trying to merge it in, uh, so it didn't look weird, like, if I had it fat here, I tried to
Oh,
kind of match that it was, you know,
that's really easier than you
it's
think.
not as hard, yeah. I That has a headache already, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I could think of other ones we have done.
But you're right. This is a focus one,
Yeah.
and it helps if you put your finger where you're
You
aiming,
know? Yeah, that could, yeah. That's a
so
good
you
idea.
remember. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just doesn't matter.
Right.
I wish I would have made mine a little bigger, but it's working. Voila. Are we done?
That's it, alright.
That's it? Is that it? Are you kidding me?
Shade? No. I mean, yes, no, I'm not kidding, yeah, no, this, after this step, and you're right about, yeah, that's a good idea about, yeah, finding that line.
And then remember where you're aiming. Yeah. I love it.
Oh, okay, Rosie, well, hope your dad's okay. Although that sounds like, just, and I'm just teasing. Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody's calling. Oh, that's it.
Hmm.
That is, I mean, except for shading, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting now that you've tangled everything to follow where each strand goes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, you know
I
what
mean,
else?
it just looks like it looks
Yes.
like a pile of ribbon, and
Right.
this is where my brain, and actually maybe I worried too much about it. Having this, kind of, it doesn't matter in the end. It doesn't matter. I was just thinking, well, if I could make that look like it curves in a little bit more, but really, and this is where, like, thoughts, um could be like, like the where to modify it if you want it to be different. So, like, if I had this loop maybe come down a little bit more, then when I do this one, then it would maybe look more like a circle, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. Um, yeah, and Deanna says, yeah, and you could tangle in the negative space or in the ribbons, whatever, yeah, whatever, makes you pop. And you could add more hollow bows if you wanted to. You could do bead line. I might even do that, coming through and weaving in and out, you know. And
Well, my
it's
plan,
just,
I don't know if is to do every other one in a different color so you can see how it tangles.
oh, that's a good idea.
Maybe.
I was gonna just
I'm
do,
gonna, I'm gonna have to redo some of these lines. I'm just doing silver and gold, I think, on this because they're handy. They're just laying right here.
right. They're waiting. So you can do this in one step. And I have done this before too. And I know some others I have seen, um doing it, and it was, gosh, what was it? Oh, serendipity. I think it was, no. There was another one I did at first, where I did every step in a different color, just so that way you can see it, and that's, that's helpful. Yeah, Roberta, yes, because here's one that I did the opposite way, and so then everything, just flip everything, so that way, so I would be auraing this first one on the right side. Maybe I can even do this or not. Right? You just have to think backwards. Oh, yeah, because then I'm coming to this one. Whoa. It's just a little too big to do it all in the one stroke, but it's okay. But yeah, so everything backwards, sort of, Roberta. And then you would be going then you'd be going clockwise. Why does that not look right? Because I need to just add this. All right, so like I said, if you wanted to do it in one stroke, I tried doing it there, but it was like it didn't feel comfortable. So if you're doing it in one spelled swoop, although it does help to hit the marks when you do it. Wait a minute. Nope. Guess what? I did that backwards. All right, well, we'll see where that one lands. Never mind. All right, we'll try it with this one. Because then the hollabout is a little bit easier. This one I'm going to have to make up.
That looks good.
But I just, as I was playing, I'm going, well, look at that. If I could do, let's see if I do this at a different angle. And like you said, maybe not making the C shapes, like this bit and this too sharp of a C.
Yes. It makes it a little easier for that next angle.
Yeah. I had the other one in my head too much. And maybe two, I lost my thought. Oh, doing it in one stroke maybe helps in that thought process of, of the flow of it.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like, what am I gonna do with this? I don't know. Let's see, because it should have been this way.
Wait, did you do one right and one wrong?
I did the first one backwards. I'm like, why is that? Why am I making this kind of a shape? Because I was doing it on the wrong side.
Just color it in solid and don't
Oh
worry
wait,
about
oh wait, here, I'm gonna make an extra loop. Watch that. No such thing as a mistake in Zentangle.
it. No?
No one will know. Just us. It's just us, between us friends. And then, shading the over under. Um, let's see. There's remember it reminds me of Tangle. I don't remember the name, but it's ribbons that overlap, and it's so easy. You ink in and leave a spot, and it looks like a highlight would be great on this. Trying to think, what would that be? Let's see. Um, Oh, like make a giant marble Zelda, is that what you're thinking? Did I say one felled swoop? Is it
Yes,
one fell swoop? Is it fell, not felled?
doesn't
I
matter.
don't know what I was saying. Let's see, with this, okay, I answered that. You know, and what I saw in the well, but I don't on some of mine, I see, like, either ampersand or treble clefs. That's what I kept seeing with this, and I'm like, "Oh, well, that's an extra nice little bonus." Um, "Oh, well, you're welcome, Yvonne. You're leaving us already?" It's just like, "That's enough of this, no." Oh gosh, alright, let's see, let's find I have it here.
But wait, there's more. No.
And then it's the having yeah, the having fun with it, and that's where do I like this color? Oh, okay, that's alright. So, doing the, shading with the over and unders, and of course, I mean, you could add tangles in there or, like, color the sections. I'm just going right to shading. Although although I mentioned some bead line. If I was gonna do that, I should do it beforehand. What is this? Oh, yeah. Hmm.
Think about it really strong, Heather,
I
before you do
know. Can you tell? I'm
it.
thinking about it.
Are you laughing at yourself?
Yes.
I haven't looked up yet. What are you doing? Oh, you're figuring it out.
I'm adding bead line.
Ah, well, you did a good job, except you need to go in and out more. See what,
Well, I
what
made
on
one
that other side?
continuous.
On
What's
the
that?
other side, that other side looks
Oh, I don't
bare
have
now.
anything. Yeah, it is bare. Gosh.
You have to branch off
Ah,
bead line.
well, let's see. Well, hi, Allie and Mel. Oh, thank you, Joe, for yeah. Jensen, this is going back to the one fell swoop. It's a I think, just it's okay either way, but Jen writes, "It's okay neither way." Wait, unless you meant that. Maybe you did.
She probably did.
This tangle is okay neither way. Oh, that's so funny. Well, now, yeah, I have to figure out, well, how do I wanna get this one nice whole line going, but it's alright. It's well, I'm gonna play with that first, and then what colors am I putting on here? White, blue. Well, I don't know, what do you think, Allie? Yep, and it's a good question to ask. Oh, Primo could be good here. Yeah, I mean, and feel free, of course, add any other things that you might want.
Oh, I just had
See
another
some
thought.
fancy fescues. Um, I just like the bead line. Oh, here's what I could do. I'm gonna be smart. One can't have too much bead line. So therefore, oh, that lines up too well, that'll be all right. Ah, pen. Roberta says this reminds her of untangling the Christmas lights. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I had to see what was the where harsh. Beeline is a tangle. I had to see what the harsh humor was. I was like, oh, 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 let's see. Yeah, so it is actually a tangle, and it's just, a line however you want it. And then we put in sets of, there we go. Trying to make some sets of 3 beads periodically. Where's this one? Like that. I like to alternate the colors sometimes. Ooh, but maybe not in white. Or maybe, I don't know. You know, I kind of made it, oh, and yeah, day after Christmas? Yup. Everything, yeah, for those that are here and want to, I will be here. So yeah, yeah. Oh, Brenda, don't feel like it. No, yeah, don't feel like a novice. I feel like a novice. It just depends on what we're doing. And that's why we do this. Ooh, oh wait, I think that's purple.
Just think of it this way. Heather might be the only
What?
one that's ever done this one before
Could be.
of this group. I mean,
Um,
raise your hand if you've done this tangle before.
right, right. Oh, good, Brian. Well, Brian says her ribbons are fat and thin and otherwise. Yes, that's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Well, happy birthday, Deanna. It's all good. Yeah, no, yeah. And saying look back at Teresa's and that's yeah, a lot of yeah, fat, thin, and otherwise. It's, I think it's it makes it even more interesting the more um variation I guess you could have in that. So, going from one degree to the other. So, just a lot of fun. Ah! And Diane's raising her hand. Oh, that was for so you have done this one before, Miss Diane Rochelle and Allie? I think that you two said you had. Oh no, 5-minute warning already? I'm not done playing yet. Ah! Some weeks Tough Tangle Tuesday should be longer. More torture. Well, let me at least shade in some of the stuff I was going to shade. Feel like I'll at least have a section done. And I just saw it. Where did it go? Oh, and I just had another thought for later. Oh.
Yeah. Let's see.
As I
Too
can't,
late for now. We'll
I
save it
swear
for
I just
later.
saw my white pen. Oh, but that's okay. I know I have like a gazillion of them. They just keep disappearing. And it doesn't help that I have a really big pile of tiles that need to go somewhere else, but they're not going to move themselves.
If
Huh,
they
it's
if
amazing.
they do, it would be a miracle, an
It would.
amazing.
Ugh. Okay, let me find. All right. Oh, we still have 5 minutes. Okay. And for those that are new to us, we give the warning so that way the warning is of when we're gonna when it's time to open up the webcams and share.
And some people get impatient and they just open them up,
Right. We don't know anybody like that, but
and that's okay.
yes. Yes. I can just find my white. I don't want to get a new one. But maybe I must. Oh, and then it's like, oh, but then where did I move them to? Here they is. As soon as I open this, I'm gonna find it. Okay. Look at all nice and pointy, and you can read it.
Oh, I thought you were looking for a white jelly roll.
No, I was looking. Yeah, I've got 100 of these laying somewhere, different somewheres. Ooh, have to have some of this coming down here. And I suppose, yes. And such a pretty. Let's see. Oh, we want to see your mission. Well, although I know sometimes I know you sit and you'll think about your you know, a mishmash, and then you'll do some magic to it.
We are all our own harshest critics.
Yes.
You got to get over that.
Yeah. But she eyeliner is usually pretty, you know, it's just like, there's no helping this one. Well, just keep going with it and, you know,
I mean, look at Heather's.
look at mine. We'll see it posted later, I'm sure. I'm confident because I think because
Were you using a blue pen to draw that, Heather?
I did, yes.
Okay. I thought maybe my new glasses were weird because it looks.
No, no, I decided that's what I was gonna do, and I've got apparently I went way elaborate. 'Cause it's like, "Oh, golly, I do I have time to finish all of this? I don't know." Alright, now I have to find okay, so what's my order? Because, you know, in the chaos, there must be some kind of order, at least as far as my bead line goes.
Oh, because you're doing them in alternating colors, sort of.
Yeah,
Oh, you have two colors of string too. Oh
I
my,
do, yes, that's how I decided to
to
fix it.
even it out. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, why not? Oh, here's my I told you I would find it as soon as it was hiding. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see. Yes, and wait, and who said, there's Joe's. Oh, look at that. Neat. Neat, neat. Oh,
See, it can be neat. It doesn't have to look all crowded.
yes, and look at
Yeah.
in the little frame. All right. So if everybody wants to open up the webcam. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, fun. Fun, fun. Wait. I'm the boss. I can make it longer. I could. I could. But oh my gosh. But we have tonight for those that, you know, it
That
fits in your
can't get
time
enough.
zone. Yeah, it fits in your time zone or you can't get enough. Oh, wait, where? Oh, Inez, that looks good. It does.
Oh yeah. What do you? You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at Rosemary's. I
And, you know,
knew
and
she
then
was going to do something fantastic.
oh,
But I realize now, the bigger you do those first ones, the better off you're going to be.
yeah. Well, and that's why, you know, we play. All right. Is
Yep.
this everybody? I don't have 2 pages yet.
I can't figure out the hollaball part of it. That's the problem.
Oh,
That's where
okay.
I keep getting lost.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, keep them coming. Oh, Sandy did like Christmas. That's what I was thinking. Oh,
Well, Joyce did a
there
small
we
one in
go.
the middle, and hers looks neat.
Yeah. All right. If this is everybody, hold them steady. And all right. I think I got it. I did. Oh, there we go. Yay! Nice. And I think, yeah, I think I got everybody. And Diane and Emily, I can almost can't tell whose is whose. These are fantastic. All right, let me share my screen and then turn off
Turn off
mine
my
and we will
camera.
see.
Nicole
And
didn't need to turn off theirs.
I need to turn off mine. Wait.
How do I open up the webcam? At the
Uh-oh.
very bottom is that panel, and you'll see a camera, which is in red now, and you click on it,
Okay, turning off Nick and
and
Lynette
it'll
there.
go on,
Oops.
and then it'll go off.
There was somebody asking. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. So, so if you see it, you can open it, Sherry. Then we'll resnap. I'll not resnap it, but I'll take a picture of yours. All right. Let me save so that way. Okay. But and let me move. Oh, sorry, I can't do that. Wait. Let me read so we can enjoy while I'm sharing. Just look at these. My gosh. Let's see. Today
But
is
you really have to focus, like you said.
yeah, it's definitely a focus one. It seems like yeah, once you get it, then it's okay.
It looks like Inez, it just looks like there's only like that
Oh,
last loopy step that you're missing. It's like you almost got it, almost.
I almost had it, and then I couldn't get it, and then I have to think about it. So it'll be up there eventually.
yeah. It's that's I like to say close will win you the cigar here in Zentangle. Oh, um, oops. Let me put in my link tree. Oh, I didn't make a link. Oh,
Well,
let
this
me.
this is another one. When you do get it, you know, it's another one of those that I mean, I myself I'm looking at and I'm thinking, I'm amazed that I did that.
Yeah. Oh, let me get Sharmila's up here. Hold on one second, Sharmila. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, got it. All right, I got it, Sharmila. Thanks. And let me put it up here. New. There we go. Okay, got it. Thank you. And save. Um, but not over that. There we go. Nice, nice. And look at that shine Charmilla put in there. And you know what? Look at this. Even if you left,
Yeah, some of those she doesn't have meet up, but it's still
but
very interesting.
yeah, you don't have to. There's another one of Teresa's. So she seems to do these in families. If you take a look at her website, um, kind of like taking a concept and then going with it. Okay, Joyce, we'll see you. Oh, a twin. Oh, you're welcome. All right, bye, Joe. Wait, beg to differ. What? Wait, what? Oh, all right, Allie. Good, you could join us for a minute. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely was a tough one. Wait, Sherma. Oh no, yeah, and say Sherma. Yeah. You didn't go a bit. You didn't go wrong. It just if things don't end, you had them come to a point. Ugh,
No, I think it looked really nice.
yeah.
You could
Yeah,
always
yeah.
have
We
those
can't see the names. Oops, sorry. We can't see
on the
the
bottom.
names on the bottom.
There you go. You could always, if you have a loose end like that you can't figure out where to hook it, you could always bring it around underneath whatever out and make it into a bead line.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I'll say, look at Diane and Emily. So this was Emily's first time tangling, Diane. What a fine job. All of them turned out so neat. And yeah.
Just goes to prove the Zentangle method works if you do it one step at a time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I like Brian's with all the fescues coming out. And Elaine, and it's so interesting because Elaine looks like more spokes. It's It looks like there's more spokes, but maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it's just
Mm,
the coloring or the thickness. It just looks like there's more.
no, if you count the big loops on the
Mm.
outside,
Oh
there's
yeah.
4.
Oh, interesting. And then she's got some extra, look at the shading like in the middle here, like where if it was a ribbon, it would be dipping down, if it
Right.
was a shiny ribbon.
Mhm.
And that's interesting too. And I like Sandy's with the colors and the tangles inside. Oh, and it looks like on the whether red, I think this is red. On the flip, on what would be could be the flip side, she's got it aura'd on the two sides, like when we did
Oh, yes. I don't know
um
what, but I just see that. And Diana R. said she almost had 5 loops, but see, she made that last one just in the tail going off, you
oh
know, which worked out.
yeah. And that's a lot of the fun thing is that, well, what do I do now if things didn't go right? And Tedra has a big ribbony line connecting. Oh, that's
Yeah.
just really cool. And really, if you think about it, if you start with all of the twists, you can start at a point and make it look like it's all connected.
Mhm.
Oh, so neat. So neat. And I like Zelda's and doing in Christmas colors. And Nikki Winnett, I'm guessing is that Nick's? I don't know who is playing. Oh, but it looks neat. And then too, anything that goes, if it went over or under and you want it to go the other way, or at least if you want to go um over, because then you can just fill it in with color. Something that goes over whatever you drew it with, and that works out good. And Deanna, because it's partly off. Oh, and I put my link tree in there, so if you want to click that, and if you didn't get on here, if you're not on the Facebook group and you want to send me an email with your finished work, that would be lovely. Then I can put it on the recap post. But definitely first good pancakes. Oh, let me put it in
It's up.
again.
It's up. Are you gonna put it in again?
Yeah. Um, it has links to everything. So there we go. Oh, I got the. Oh, I see. Oh, that the extra ribbon. Yeah, for breast cancer symbol. Yeah,
Yep.
oh,
Yep.
yeah. I didn't think about
Because
that.
it's colored in pink.
Yeah,
She meant to do that. That was on purpose.
yeah. So neat. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to the recording.